Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name's Andrea and I am currently trying to lose weight. So I know that it has been quite a while since I've been on here, and I can only apologise if you are a regular subscriber and you've been wondering where the hell I've been. I'm super duper sorry, but there's no excuse apart from me literally not picking up the camera. Life obviously is normal. Mum of 4, husband, mum of 5 really, because he's like my largest child, my husband. Just busy, work, everything in between. Life basically just getting in the way, unfortunately, and it has been very easy not to pick up the camera. I'm not going to be other than honest. Yeah, it's just been really easy not to pick up the camera and add one extra thing to the almost, the massive mountain of things that I've already got going on. But life is good, so that's good. It's not a case of that everything that's going on, it's because of, negative things. It really isn't. It's all positive, so that's good. It's just a busy family life, isn't it? And I will be brutally honest that one of the reasons why I've not picked up the camera as much is simply just because I've not been doing as well as I was hoping, or that I've been bloody trying to do. Again, I'm always very transparent, and this is one of the things that's been happening, so I've found it very easy again just to make that excuse and not pick up the camera. So I know that obviously we build like a relationship over YouTube. You like to follow certain people and know how they're getting on, and when they disappear into thin air, it is really frustrating, because I do watch people on YouTube and I find the exact same frustration. So like I say, I just want to say a massive apology for that. However, I have been to group today, so what I'll do is I'm not going to go on and on, because we all know I like to talk. I'm not going to drag it out for more than it needs to be. I think the last time I came on here was before Christmas. The last time I actually did any kind of weighing update face to face, so to speak. I do know that I popped on a community post a little while ago. I think it was through the Christmas week, just to let you know that I'm still here and I'm carrying on. That has been the case the whole time since the last time you saw a vlog up to now. I have been continuing to try and lose weight, but I will be brutally honest again that I've just been finding it so difficult, and not difficult of sticking to it, just difficult actually my body responding with the hard work that I'm putting in basically. I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't know if it's the weather. I really don't know. All that I do know is that I have been trying my damned hardest to lose weight continuously, and some weeks I've been successful, some weeks I haven't, and I've gained and I've had no idea why. But yeah, that's basically the long and short of it. But I'm still going to Slimming World group. That's still happening because I do genuinely need that support. I need that accountability of standing on some scales. I need the group support. I need inspiring. I just basically need as much help as I can to carry me through to the next week, especially because when I don't see that number on the scales that I'm expecting to see, I do find it really difficult, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that can relate completely to it. And if I wasn't carrying on going to group, even though I'm not following Slimming World per se, and I'll go into that in a second, I'd just lose the plot, and then one bad week would turn into 2, it'd turn into 3, it'd turn into a month, it'd turn into a year, and then I'd be right back at square one again, which I definitely don't want to be doing at all. So yeah, I have still been going to group. However, I am still calorie counting. Okay, I have recently rejigged my calories, so I am following Team RH. They've set all my calories and my step goal and my protein and fibre, everything, so I know exactly what I should be on. However, I think that even though I should be on X amount of calories in the past, I think that I'd just been overeating, basically, long and short of it. I was originally set something like 2,400 calories, which sounds like an amazing amount, and it is an amazing amount. However, that was with a proviso that I was doing 10,000 steps. Wasn't doing 10,000 steps. In my head, I was. Reality, definitely not. I was barely hitting 5,000 a lot of the time. That was also with a proviso that I was drinking 2 litres of water. Check, definitely doing that. I had a protein goal, fibre goal. I was managing to hit those, so that wasn't an issue because obviously I had plenty of calories to hit those goals. So that definitely wasn't an issue. I had my calorie goal. I could hit that, no problem, get really close up to it. But then I would set those calories as being a stone heavier than what I am currently. And also that I was doing 3 resistance workouts a week, which again, I wasn't doing. So I was on a lot higher calories than what I should have been, just simply for the fact of, you know, the amount of exercise that I should have been doing, and I wasn't doing it. So week after week, I was either maintaining, gaining a bit, losing a bit, maintaining, gaining a bit, losing a bit. I was literally fluctuating up and down between, I'm just looking at my Slimming World book, between like 1 stone 3 to a stone loss. I was literally just for weeks up and down, up and down, up and down. And I was really reluctant to recalculate my calories, because as much as I knew that that was probably the issue, that I'm just basically overeating, I was really reluctant to recalculate it because I knew I was going to get a substantial amount of calories taken off of me, basically. And who wants to eat less? Not me. Definitely not me. I love my food, so I don't want to be eating less. But something had to give. And last week, I'd stuck to my calories, my goals, everything. Not my step or my workouts. I'll be honest on that bit. But all my food goals, I'd stuck to. And then last week, I bloody put 2 pound on. So miffed wasn't even the word. I was ridiculously annoyed. It still took me to over a stone loss overall to put that 2 pound on, because again, I just kept fluctuating back and forth, like I was doing some kind of crazy dance. But I was just fed up, and I thought, do you know what, Andrea, what do you want to keep doing? You know, you've got them voices in your head, you know what's going on. Just face the music, recalculate everything, knock off the 10,000 steps, put that you're only doing 5, which, FYI, I know is a pathetic amount. I know it's a pathetic amount. And I know that I need to step up my game. Number 1, for fitness. But number 2, I'll get more calories back if I do step up my game. I'll get about 300 calories extra to eat every day. However, reality is that at the moment, especially with the weather, especially with how busy I am at work, and just life at the moment, I'm not able to meet those goals. So I've left it at 5,000, which has taken a chunk of calories off of me, but that's fine because I can't expect to eat something I'm not burning off. So that's fine. And then I knocked off the training 3 times a week, the weight resistance training. And I mean, it's only a 30-minute training session. So 30 minutes in 24 hours, I should be able to find the time. 3 times a week, I should be able to find the time to do that. But I've been making, again, every excuse under the sun not to do those exercises. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to pull my finger out and work on. But again, I'd only be given an extra 100 calories for doing those 3 workouts a week. So that's fine. Anyway, so I recalculated it last Monday, really annoyed. I recalculated it, and it set me, instead of being 2,600 calories, I'm knocked down to 1,800 calories, which is still a decent amount to be in a deficit. It is still a decent amount, don't get me wrong. However, have I felt it this week? Oh my God, yes. I have felt it, because I'm used to eating an extra 600 calories a day, and my body's been like, what are you doing to me? Why are you starving me? Why have we fallen out? But it's clearly needed, because I have noticed this week, don't get me wrong, I know I'm a bit dramatic. I will admit it. I'll hold my hand up. I know I am a bit dramatic. And as much as I've been hungry, I've only been hungry when it's been coming up to meal times. And, you know, when it's getting to the end of the day and I'm going to bed anyway. So I've only been hungry around those times, and I've not been starving Marvin as much as, you know, I dramatise things. But I think that's been good for me. I really do think that's been good for me, that I've been listening to my body more and I've been responding to those hunger signals. Because again, when I was on the 2,400 calories, I wasn't ever hungry. I'd eat at meal times and I'd have my fill, but I was never actually hungry. You know, I knew it was dinner time, I knew it was breakfast time, lunchtime, snack time, whatever time, but I wasn't ever hungry. And I'd make sure I'd eat all my calories because I was given my calories, so why not? So then I was snacking a lot on an evening to make up my calories, whereas I wouldn't normally do that. Even not dieting, I wouldn't normally do that. So I was doing a lot of things that were out of normality for me so that I could make up my calories. So I was never hungry while I was on those calories. And you do need to feel those hunger signals to know that your body is in a deficit, because it's burning that fuel off and it's burning that fat off, and you're actually getting fat loss. I hope that all makes sense. So yeah, this week I've felt it, but I've felt good for it. I've not been bloated. I've felt better, and I even had, halfway through the week, I even had a non-scale victory, which last week, you've probably, again, if you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I've been having issues with my uniform, that since returning back to work after maternity leave, which it's been a whole year now. I can't believe it's been a year since I've been back at work. But anyway, side note, I've not ever been able to fasten up my pants properly, like get the zip all the way up, and I can get the zip like halfway up, but then the buttons would never fully meet, and there'd always be like about that much of a gap between the buttons meeting so that I could fasten my pants properly without them falling down. So I've had to use, all this time since I've been back at work, I've had to use a hair bobble. I've fastened it around one side and fastened it around the other side, and then like tied it in the middle just to hold my pants up while I've been at work. And anyway, around about Wednesday, Thursday this week when I was at work, I didn't need the hair bubble. I could zip up and fasten my pants without the hair bubble. So I knew then that spurred me on for the rest of the week. It got me through the weekend of sticking to my calories and carrying on with it, because in such a short space of time, if I felt like that and I've had that kind of non-scale victory, I knew that actually, Andrea, you should have done this a bloody long time ago and readjusted your calories, you stupid cow. Because it's been working. It has been working, and hallelujah, it's been working, because I genuinely, if I'd have gone to group today, so not spoiler alert, but I have had a loss this week, but if I would have gone to group today and I would have gained or maintained, again, honestly, I would have, I don't even want to think of the drastic things that I would have done, because I was ready to lose the plot completely. And again, that dramatic side of me, which I am very dramatic, everybody that knows me personally will say she can be very dramatic, especially my husband and my mother. So if you're watching this, I know you'll comment saying that I am very dramatic. I don't know what I would have done, basically. I really don't. I don't even want to think of where I would have gone if I'd have not lost weight this week. So yeah, that kept me spurring on. So I know I'm on the right calories. I know it's working. I feel better. My husband has said to me today, like, I've put on my normal weighing clothes, and even he's made comment like, oh my goodness, you can actually see it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've not dropped dramatic amounts of weight, but what I am doing is clearly working, because it is actually shown, and that's only in a week. So anyway, long story over with, and now we'll get to the juicy details. So initially, when I think you saw me, I think I was at like a stone and a bit loss, maybe 1 stone, a couple of pounds. Yeah, maybe 1 stone, a couple of pounds loss. I'm not sure. I do apologise, I'm not sure. But I've gone to Slimming World today. I have stepped on the scales, as we all like to say, and I'm very, very happy to say that I lost 4.5 pounds this week, which I'm over the moon with, absolutely over the moon with, and I just cannot believe it. I'm just pausing what I'm saying because there is a car very, very slowly, driving past me, wondering what the hell I'm doing, that I'm talking to my steering wheel. He has no idea that my camera is just sat here and I'm talking to you guys. But anyway, it can look, I'll never see him again. I'm not bothered. So yeah, £4.5, which is amazing. And again, it's given me that motivation that I'm doing the right thing. I know that I've had a big loss this week. I wasn't expecting to drop so much, even though it's not a massive loss, but it is a decent loss. I wasn't expecting to drop so much. I do know that some of that will be, again, a bit of a water weight loss, but I do know that at least a couple of pounds of it will be actual fat loss as well, which is I'm very, very happy with. It won't be a massive water loss weight, because obviously I'm still drinking plenty. I'm still making sure I'm drinking 2 litres of water a day. I'm still eating normal food, so it's not like I've gone from eating convenience foods to uber healthy. I haven't. I'm still eating my regular meals. I'm just obviously having smaller portions of it. So yeah, and not dramatically smaller, just only 600 calories over the whole of the day, and that includes brews and everything like that, and any drinks I'm having. So yeah, to say I am happy is an understatement. I am just so happy that it is working. And a lot of you probably are out there thinking, well, why the hell are you doing Slimming World and calorie counting? Isn't that like an oxymoron? You're doing two things and neither of them make sense. They're like opposite each other. And yes, they are. And I know I've already briefly explained a little bit, but I need that accountability. But then I'm also sticking to the Slimming World principles of plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables and cooking a lot of stuff from scratch. Because I do think when you are calorie counting, and I've fallen into this trap before in the past, and that's why I am still going to group and I'm still following Slimming World principles. I'm doing a lot of that today. Anyway, otherwise I would just convenience food. I'd pick up a butty from the shop. I'd have a microwave meal. I'd eat rubbish in between, and the quality of food wouldn't be anywhere near as good as what I'm actually eating by sticking with those Slimming World principles. So nope, I'm not counting sins. Nope, I'm not doing healthy extras. I am literally eating what I like with an 80-20 ratio. Again, very similar to Slimming World, because they do that. You know, 80% of the diet for Slimming World and my calorie counting that I'm doing at the moment is healthy, nutritious, nutrient-dense food. That's what I'm eating 80% of the time. And then I'm having that 20% of where I'm eating the bits that are treats, that you highly calorific, highly sinned, etc. You know, like your chocolate or your sweets, crisps, that sort of stuff. So again, as much as I'm not doing Slimming World per se, I am still kind of, I'm like 50-50. Do you know what I mean? I'm like 50-50. I'm counting calories, but I'm sticking with the principles. So again, I hope that makes sense. And I am finding that it is just completely working for me. And I did a couple of times think when I was back and forth on the scales, up and down, because I was being good. Clearly I was overeating, but I was being good. I did kept thinking, should I just go back to Slimming World? Should I just do Slimming World? Not calories on the head. Should I just do Slimming World? And the thought of restricting myself, again, only doing Slimming World, like, I couldn't do it to myself. I really, really couldn't. As much as I wasn't seeing the numbers on the scales that I really, really wanted to see, I could not go back to Slimming World as just Slimming World. I really, really couldn't, because now that I've been doing calorie counting and I've been doing it well, I just find Slimming World far too restrictive, and I can't do it to myself. I don't want to just eat spaghetti bolognese all the time, and I know there's other meals out there and stuff, but I found that I got into a really, really deep rut. Jacket potatoes all the time for lunches, or soups, or crustless quiches. And then it was stuff like spag bol, cottage pie, you know, campfire stew, that sort of stuff. You just fall into such a rut. And I was definitely overeating on my free food, my pasta, my rice, my potatoes. 100% overeating. Because now I'm weighing it out and I'm giving myself like a 200 gram portion of rice. I look at it it's a piddly amount in comparison to what I used to eat. And I just remember like filling half the plate of rice. 200 grams, which is like 350 calories worth of rice. 200 grams of it barely fills up a quarter of my plate. So immediately there I was overeating on my free food. So yeah, I can't ever fully go back to Slimming World, just do the plan and not calorie count. I just love the flexibility of calorie counting, the freedom, and yeah, I just overeat basically because I've got no accountability of what I'm putting on my plate. I'm not a mindful eater. I'm really not. I wish I was one of them people that could mindfully eat. But when I'm hungry, I am hungry, and I will do anything to satiate myself and, you know, nip it in the bud, because I go from like okay, starving, like that sort of thing. So yeah, I can't ever fully go back to Slimming World. However, I do love everything, the group, the free, you know, like all the healthy side aspects of it. I love the hi-fi bars. I still incorporate those into my diet, full of fibre, because I've got fibre goals to meet and everything like that. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. Won't work for everyone, might work for some. It works for me, so I'm sticking with it. So anyway, that is basically the long and short of it. So I'm on 1,800 calories. I'll put my little details like here somewhere of what I'm on, like all my goals, my nutrient goals, because I am obviously counting those side of things like my protein and my fibre. Don't follow what I'm doing. Those are literally specifically set out for me, for my height, my age, my weight, my activity levels, all that jazz. They are literally set for me personally. They've been tailored to me personally. So what works for me might not work for someone else, or you might actually be on higher amounts. You might be, you know, better off having more rather than me, which I'm definitely not. But anyway, I'm going to stick with it. I'm still going to stick with the 5,000 steps. I'm still going to keep the workouts knocked off at the moment. I'm really busy with work and obviously family life, and as much as I would love to incorporate those elements in for fitness and health, and also to get extra calories, because I'd get like an extra 400 calories, so I'd be at like 2,200. I'm reluctant to do it yet because of my commitments with other things at the moment, and also I want to see a bit of a decent weight shift first before I reintroduce a higher calorie content. So that's the reasoning why, even though it shouldn't affect my weight loss, because if I am doing what I'm saying I'm doing, then the weight should still come off. But yeah, I'm going to keep it as it is. So anyway, I'll tell you my numbers. Sorry. So today's obviously the 5th of February. I do like still going to Slimming World because I'm on the same scales every week as well. And I know there's a lot of people that say you should weigh every day and then take the average. I don't, for me personally, as much as Team RH tell you to do that, I don't like doing that for me personally, because I don't like seeing the scales fluctuate so much. I know that there's a lot of reasons it's not actual fat. You know, you might have had a saltier dinner, you might have done a bit more exercise, you might be coming onto your period, or do you know what I mean? There's loads of factors. You've had a higher carb meal. There's loads of factors that might increase the scale weight. I personally don't like seeing that on a daily basis. I would prefer just to see how I've done once a week, same time, same clothes, same variables, all the same. So that's for me personally. So like I've said, it's the 5th of February today. I am now 15 stone 8 pounds. My book, it does have it in. I've got the new book as well, so I didn't know if it had it all in. I started at 16 stone 13, and that was back at the end of September last year. And I'm now 15 stone 8, which means I've got 1 stone 5 pounds off. Gone. I would love to say forever, but you can never say never. I've said the same thing before in the past where it's gone forever, and here I am again. But I would like to say forever. For now it's forever. But yeah, 1 stone 5 pounds. I've asked like someone's going to grant me it. I would like 2 stone. I would like 2 stone off for next week. Oh my God, I need more coffee. I would like £2 off for next week, and then that'd give me my 1 stone £7 award, so 1.5 stone award. And then that'd be just amazing. And as long, and I've said it before in the past, as long as I can lose at least £1 a week, I would be happy with losing £1 a week if it was consistent every single week, a pound. I would be very happy only losing £1 a week rather than £3, £4, £2, maintain, gain. Do you know what I mean? Rather than big numbers, but then sometimes gaining, sometimes maintaining, sometimes small numbers. I would rather just pound every single week consistently than the other side of fluctuating up and down, big, small, maintain, gain. Definitely, if I could just maintain £1 a week. So that's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to stick to my calories, stick to my water, stick to my protein, stick to my fibre, stick to my 5,000 steps, and hopefully I get at least, I'd like to get £2 off next week, but if I get £1, that is fine. I only want £2 because then I'll have my 1.5 stone award. But if I get £1, I will be genuinely more than happy if it can stay consistent like that. Anyway, I am going to love you and leave you. I am definitely hoping I'm going to get on again next week, because as you can probably tell, I'm in my usual little parking spot, and I just find it easier to come out of group, park up, obviously go through everything with you guys, because I do really find that vlogging is a massive help as well. A massive help. It keeps me accountable. I'm not going to promise any meals that I'm eating currently, because again, just for the busyness, I don't want to promise something that I'm not going to deliver on, because I've done that several times already. If something pops up, then it pops up, but at the moment I'm not planning anything like that as yet. But I am going to endeavour to make sure that I keep up with my weekly weighing updates and let you know how everything's got on. Because it might, if you're stuck in a rut, either with calorie counting or with Slimming World, maybe this kind of approach might be good for you as well. You never know. So I'll keep you updated in case it's something that might work for you as well. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. If you want to share your weight losses, if you are on a weight loss journey, regardless of what plan you're on, drop it in the comments. You know I love a good chat. I'll always, reply to everybody that I can do. And yeah, I just hope you're having a fabulous week. I really do. It's Monday. Let's smash it out of the park. Let's crack on and, get the weight losses we want, so that when summer rolls around, we can wear what we want. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Rather than having to cover ourselves up in big baggy jumpers and leggings and everything. That's what I want to do anyway, hopefully. I'm not saying bikini. Definitely not. 4 children have ruined that for me. But I would like to be able to wear something else. Anyway, like I've said, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you sticking with me, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. So I'll catch you then. Take care. Bye.